Okay, so good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the session. I think online, like you are able to hear my voice. Can you please confirm me whether I'm audible or not? Okay, fine. So let's start the session by recapping like what we have seen in the last session. So I'm just gonna give an overview like what we have discussed in previous session. Okay, before we go for the next concept. So in last class we started the concept of Git. What is the full form of Git, sir? Global Information Tracker. Okay, so Git can also be called as SCM or VCS. What is the meaning of SCM? Source code management, and VCS, version control system. Okay. So if you ask me like what is the purpose of Git? Why we need to use the Git means to store the each version of the code. Already we seen in the last class. So Paytm will be having multiple versions. Let me remove these previous diagrams. Yep. So Paytm will be having multiple version of the same application. Of course, the code will change as well as service is also going to be changed. Next year, if you go and see, sir, why we need to use Git means to store the each version of the code separately. Okay, fine. But what is the purpose of storing the each version of the code separately? Why we need to do it? To do the rollback. What is the meaning of rollback? Going back to the previous version of the application. Here you can go version 3 to version 2. Sir, if I want to do the rollbacking, I need to have a tool called Git. What I need to have? Git. So Git main purpose is to track the file. It will maintain the multiple version of the same file. That means file will be same, but the version will be multiple. And it is a platform independent. What is the meaning of platform independent? It can be running on like any kind of OS, like Windows, Linux, Mac OS, or like any flavor of the OS also. Next, it is free and open source. It can run larger project efficiently. And coming to the generation, which generation it is? Third generation. And Git is written on which kind of programming language? C. And it comes on the year 2005. Fine. So now when you compare Git with SVN, what is the difference between them? SVN is centralized version control system. That means you can store code on single repo, but whereas Git is distributed version control system where you can store code on the multiple repos. Okay. So coming to the stages of the Git, sir, how many stages we are having on the Git? What are those? Working directory, staging area, repository. What is the meaning of working directory? Where we write the code. Next one, staging area. What is the meaning of staging area? Where we track the code. Third one, repository. What is the meaning of repository? Where we store the tracked code. Okay, so now coming to the practical part here, first of all, we are going to create an EC2 instance and I'll show you how to practice there. Okay, projector not on. Okay, wait. Yeah, Adil, like, please ping your query. Like, I'll give the unmute option at end of session. Don't worry. So if you are having any query, like in the meanwhile, you can ping me on comment section. Okay. Basically, before going to that one, like I'll show you something. Give me a second. Grafana, I said right in the last previous session, Grafana dashboard. So for my previous class, I shown them how to set up the Grafana. I'll just show you like how the dashboard look like in the Grafana. Okay. Just an overview for you. Are you seeing the dashboard? So basically, at the end of our course, these kind of dashboards we are going to set in the real time. Okay, what are the same dashboard here you are seeing? So exactly same replica you are going to set up on the real time as well as by the end of the course also. Okay, and I'll show you one of the craziest fact. Give me a second. Stress. I'll show you. See, like here I'm putting some stress to my server. Now see like how it will behave actually. Are you seeing the load is increasing? System load. You can see it lively, right? Like how the load is increasing. Okay. So by the end of the course, what you are going to do is exactly here, like whatever I'm showing you, the same kind of things you can see. You can see the load is increasing, CPU is increasing, RAM is increasing. So like this, you can see the complete information. Okay. But again, this you are going to learn at the end of the course. Why? Because monitoring will come to the last part of DevOps itself. Okay. But here I'm just giving an overview. This is how your dashboards will look like at the end of the course. So I'm going to remove them. Let's create a fresh server here. Okay. And for today, we will be having class only for the 1 hour. Why? Because it's weekend, so a lot of people might attending from the online. So I don't want to rush here. Just only 1 hour, we can cover only some concepts of today. Yep. If you want to give your own IP address, you can give it. See, you have the option to use your like own system IP. But in real time, whenever if you are using cloud resource, whatever the IP you are getting for your resource, that IP only you need to use it. Yes, Ankit, it's a Grafana, what I set up in the like background, okay? This concept I'm going to explain in upcoming days, don't worry. So Adil Rashid, basically, if you miss the previous session, no need to worry. So what are the sessions we have covered till now? Here I'm gonna give the recording wings of it. Okay. Again, these sessions you are going to get the recap. Okay. Like for example, if you miss any of the partner, we are going to provide backup session for you. Don't worry about it. Okay. Bharadwaj, I'm using Mobaxterm for the login. Put I'll tell you later. Okay. Hope it's clear. So what are the process we done in the last session? Huh? So let's do it first of all, and we can go for the next concept today. Sir, do we get the recording video of today's session? Definitely, like Lalita. First of all, here we are going to create a directory. Why? Because all the files I'm going to put in the directory only. So tell me, what is the command to create the directory? mkdir. Let's take Paytm folder name. So if I want to go inside the directory, cd Paytm. So now I create the directory, I go inside the directory. Now what is my question is, how I need to install the Git here? What is the command? Yum install -y. -y for yes actually, okay? Now the Git got installed. I want to check the version of the Git. Which command I can give? Git-v. You can get the version. I am clearing the screen by using Control L. Sir, whenever if you want to run any command inside the Git, what you need to have? Git local repo. How can I install Git local repo? Git init. Now if you give ls-al, are you seeing the Git here? .git, okay? Without that repository, you cannot run the commands. Okay? So now tell me, what is the process? First of all, currently, whenever if you talk about the architecture, what is the first stage of architecture? First stage, working directory. Second one, staging area. Third one, repository. I'm going to create a file that is called as index dot. Now currently I'm on which area? Working directory. I want to come to staging area. Which command will helpful for me? Git add. And next, name of the file. File will be. Now I'm on staging area. Staging area means where we track the code. Now I want to go to repository. How can I go? Git commit -m stand for message. Here I am going to give commit1 as the message. And what is the name of the file? Index.html. I have done the committing. What I have done? Committing. Next here, sir, once you done the committing, you wanna check the list of commits. Which command will helpful for you? Git status note, git log. Are you seeing the git log here? So and so user called root committed the file like with the help of commit one. You can see like this. But if I want done short and sweet, how can I do it? Git log -1 line. You can see on single line itself. See, here you are seeing something called as head as master. That means remember, by default, whenever if you create a file and whenever if you commit the file, we are going to have the branch. What we are going to have? Branch. Without branches, Git will not work. Again, what is the meaning of the branch? Branch is a individual line of development where we can write the code. See, in real time, if I am a developer, who I am a developer. If I want to write the code, I need to create a branch. What I need to create? So if you want to write the code, you need to create the branch. Or if some X person want to write the code, he want to create the branch. Without creating the branch, we will not work in the real time itself. Is the point number one clear for you? Again, basically, I need to cover branches today, but unfortunately, we are having a lot of people absent today. So I'll cover that tomorrow. Okay. Today, I'll cover some other basic stuff for you in the Git point of view. Clear the screen. Sir, now you can see it very, very clearly. When I use the command called git log, I can see the username as root. What is the username there? But in general, in real time, we cannot give the root name like that. For example, if I am committing the file, I need to come as my name. Instead of root, I want to give my name. How can we do it? We will do it, okay? So for this purpose, we need to give the command called git config. Which one? Git config. Okay, user.name. I am configuring the username. What I am configuring? And what is the username here? I am gonna give it as my name only, Raham. Now automatically, whenever if you do the next commit instead of root, which name will come here? Why? Because I configured. Similarly, apart from the username, can you configure the email? Means yes, of course I can configure the email also. Same command I can use, but instead of user, what I gonna put here? Mail. Give the command git config user.email. And what is the email here? I'm giving some dummy email. Okay, it's not my original email. I'm giving some dummy email. Put enter. Now have I configured the username and email or not, sir? Whenever if I do the next commit, automatically instead of root name, it will come as my name. Is my logic clear for all of you? See, generally I'm into the root user. That is the reason root username is coming. But who is committing the file? I am committing the file. That means I need to give my username as well as my email to the commits. So by default, it won't get with our user and our email. For that purpose, with the help of git config command, I am configuring the username. What is the username? And I'm configuring the user email. What is the user email? raham@gmail.com. Now see, if I give the command git log, now which name need to come? Raham. Which email? Raham. But it won't come. Is it getting? Why it is not getting? Because this commit already happened before configuring the username. I just configured username now. But when this commit happened? Before I configure. Now, whatever the commits you do, from now, the recent commits will be having the username and email as Raham. Okay. So let's see. Let's do a new commit. Touch file 1. Next. Git add file 1. Next. Git commit -m. I am giving commit 2. Already commit 1 we have given. So commit 2. And file name is file 1. Hit enter. Now if I give the command git log, clear the screen or like put it like this, git log. What is the username you are giving? What is the Raham at the rate of Gmail. And for the previous, you are seeing root as a user and root as a Gmail. Now have I modified or not, sir? So remember, by default, it will come with the root user and root email only. So we need to configure our username and our email as per the requirement. Okay. This is what we can call as user configuration in the Git. What we can call as user configuration. I am writing here by default, all the commits will come with root user. Which user? So we need to change the username as per our requirement. Who's it? Okay, fine. Okay. So now give the command git config user dot name. What is the username I have given? Raham. Next email git config user dot email Raham at the rate of gmail.com. So like this, we need to configure the username as well as email as per our requirement. Sir, for example, currently I configured my email. In future, if I want to configure some other email and some other username, we can do it. For example, if I want to give the username as developer1 and email as developer1, how can I do it? Tell me. Tell me the command. Git config. And remember, I am not writing the full command. I am just using tab. If I use tab, automatically that will come. And give user dot name. What is the username here? Developer1. I am giving dev1. Hit enter. Now after that, I want to give the Gmail of developer1 also. Tell me the command. Git config user dot email. And what is the email? dev1 at the rate of gmail.com. That's it, simple. Now, if I do any commit, what will be the username? dev1. What will be the Gmail? Let's do it. Okay, now tell me the process of creating the file 3 and committing the file 3. Tell me. First of all, touch file 1. I mean, sorry, file 3, I think so. Okay, file 2 or file 3. Next, git add file 2. It's done now. Now, if I give the command git log, what is the username I'm getting here? What is the email? So in real time also, whenever if you download the Git, first of all, you need to configure your username and email. Unfortunately, if you don't configure the username and email, root username and root email will come. For example, we are two people. I am developer 1, you are developer 2. We don't configure the username. Whenever we commit, both will come as root user or not, sir? Then do we have the clarity which developer commit which file here? No. So it is always recommended to configure the username and email in the Git. Is the concept of configuring username and email clear for all of you? Alan, can you confirm me once? Is the concept of configuring username and email clear for all of you or not? So Muhammad Numan, I am writing the comments on the server itself, okay? And next year, Sridhar, by default, we will configure only one user in our local. For example, if it is my laptop, I'll configure my username. If it is developer 1 laptop, he will configure his username in the local laptop. Hope it is clear. No, Ankit, we can done it ourselves. Okay, no need of using admin here. Okay, directly we can do it. Fine. So your next concept will be how to untrack the tracked file. I think all of you know how to track the file. Correct or not, sir? How to untrack the tracked file means there is a command called git restore. Which one? This restore command can be helpful in two different ways. First way, we can untrack the tracked file. Second way, we can get the lost file also. For example, if I delete the file, unfortunately I done it. If I want to get it back, how can I get it? By using the git Restore command. See now? Clear the screen. So Lalita, like how do you open the server in laptop? I already said this one. Use the Mobexterm terminal. Just create a server on EC2 like in your cloud. So in the upcoming days, I'm gonna show you how to open it. But as of now, you can practice on the browser itself. Hope it is clear file, Lalita. See now, I'm gonna create the file called Raham. What is the name of the file? Touch Raham. Now what I'll do, I want to check the file is tracked or not. Which command I can use? Git status. Sorry, status. Currently the file is, I want to track it. Which command I can use? Git add. Name of the file will be Raham. Now again, if I give the command git status, what is the command here? I mean, like, what is the status here? Tracking. Sir, unfortunately, I tracked it. For example, I create the file, but by mistakenly, I have tracked it. I don't want to track it. I want to untrack it only. What I want to do? Untrack. So in that case, if I want to untrack, here you can see the command very clearly. Git restore hyphen hyphen stager. Git restore hyphen hyphen stage. What is the name of the file? That's it. Now again, if you go and check the command git status, current it is which mode? Untracked. Now again, let's track and untrack it. Now tell me, how can I track it? Git add and name of the file. Now again, if I give the command git status, currently it is which status here? Tracking. Again, if I want to untrack, command itself is showing here. Git restore hyphen hyphen staged. And what is the name of the file? Raham. Here G is missing. Wait. Now give the command git status. Again, it will go back to the untracked mode. So in the git restore, we can do the untracking of the tracked file. Git restore. This command will untrack the tracked file. How can we do it? By using the command git restore and give the file name. Second usage means this command use it to recover the deleted file also. I'll show you this one also. For example, here I am having the file called Raham. Let me track it first of all. Remember, first of all, if you want to recover, you need to track it. How to track git add? Oh, sorry. Raham is the name. Git add Raham. Now give the command git status. Where is the file now? Tracked mode. RM. Name of the file will be Raham, and I can give hyphen F. Hyphen F for forceful. Now if I give the command ls or ll, can I see Raham file there? Now what happened to the Raham file here? Raham file got deleted. Okay, sir. Now Raham file got deleted. In this way, how exactly you are going to retrieve the file? Give the command git restore name of the file. What is the name of the file? I got the file back. So this is one of the most common doubt you have for all of the people. In Linux, if you delete the file, unfortunately, how can we retrieve the file? With the help of the command called git. Again, there are some other ways also, but in git, it is the best way to retrieve the file. Okay. So this is the command. Give the command git restore and give the name of the file. So now is the concept of git restore clear for all of you know? What we can do here, we can untrack the tracked file and we can retrieve the lost file also. Online, is the restore command clear for all of you? Can you please confirm in chat box once, all of you? Okay. So how many of you bought the notes? Write the note point. Note. I mean, like, I'll say only few note points. Try to note them. Okay. Git restore will be used to loss the, we will use it to record the deleted file and to untrack the tracked file. Write this one. Write these two uses, okay? Online, can you confirm me is the concept of Git restore clear for all of you one more time? You can bring me in comment section online. Okay, fine. Great. How to see the physically file? Just give the command cat. You can see the content, right? Bharadwaj commit -m. -m stand for what here? Message. While committing the file, it is mandatory to give the message. Fine. So next here, I'm going to tell you the concept of Git cached. Which one? What is the performance of Git restore here? Git restore is to track the untracked file. But this we can do an other way also. Let me show you. Give the command git status. Wait. Status status. Seems internet is a bit low today. Currently, where is the file? Tracked mode. I want to untrack. Which one you know? Like which command you know? Git restore. But I can use the command git rm -- cached. Name of the file will be Raham. Now give the command git status. What happened here? Again, it came to which status? It is one of the alternative command. Okay. Git restore you can use, or git rm -- cached also you can use. Any command will work. But it depends upon your choice which one to choose. So git cached CSC. Or like I'll put here alternative. Okay. I'm going to give here alternative. Is the concept clear for all of you now? Fine. I am putting here alternative. So Adil Rashid, you don't need to set up anything on the laptop. Just I will require I'll recommend you to go through the videos. I think like you might miss the previous sessions. If you heard the session number 1 to session number n, so you'll get the complete clarity. In laptop, you are not going to set up anything. Okay. All you need to have is a cloud account. That cloud account will be enough to practice the entire DevOps. So it is clear. What are we trying to achieve? Tracking and untracking. So Sachin, if you track the file, then only you can put the file into GitHub. If you want to know about the GitHub, so that is your tomorrow session. In tomorrow, you can get the complete clarity. Okay. So don't worry. Once if you track the file, then only you can send it to repository. When the files are in your repository, then only you can get it to the GitHub. So if you want to get the complete clarity, you need to wait for the Monday session. So there you can get the end-to-end. Don't rush. It is the beginning of the course only. In the beginning of the course, nobody will get the entire clarity. Slowly, one by one, you can get the complete concept. Tomorrow means like it is Monday class, man. It's not Sundays. I'm not going to take it. Okay. Fine. So next concept is gonna be Git. Git show done, right, all of you? Git show. Avuna? What is this one? I already shown this command in last session. Git show is to show the file name based upon the commit ID. This already be done. Okay. If you want me to tell one more time, see. For example, if you give the command call git log, which command? You can get the complete logs. But I want to see for this commit ID, which file is committed. Give the command git show and give the commit ID. Whatever the commit ID you are able to see, just give it there. For that commit ID. For that commit ID. Which commit is applied here? File 2. Which one? File 2. Is it clear for you now? That's it. So write this command, git show command. Is the command. Okay. So next concept is gonna be git stash. Sir, before going for the concept of git stash, I'm in generally asking what is the meaning of stash in generally? Stashing. Stashing means hiding. What is the meaning of stash? Hiding. Okay. So git stash is nothing but to hide the files, to hide the tracked files. Which files? Temporarily. For temporary. That is the purpose. What is the meaning of git stash? STASH. Git stash is to hide the tracked files for temporary purpose. For example, let's see. Sir, you create the file. You write the code. You write the code. So just see the diagram, you will get the clarity. Here, what exactly I'm trying to tell now is, wait. It is your laptop. In your laptop, you have the project folder. What do you have here? In the project folder, now you are having some files itself. And all the files initially will be on working directory. Which directory? But after tracking them, it will come to staging area. See, you create some files. Okay. You want to commit that files. What you want to do? Commit that files. But before committing the files, you want to store them separately. Like you want to hide them. Why? Because I'll tell you, for example, see, currently I'm working on project number 1. Where I'm working on? So my manager is asking me to work on the project number 2. That means I need to go to some other folder and I need to work. Okay. So, but here, whatever the files I created, these files I just created, but I am not committing them. If somebody can see the files and if somebody thought if the files are committed, it is going to be wrong, yes or not, sir? They might think these files are committed, but here the files in general, these are not committed. In general, these are not committed. So what exactly we can do is, instead of committing the files, We want these files, but I don't want to commit them. So I can hide the files. What I can do? Now I'll show you how to hide the files. If you go and see, give the command git status. Which one? Currently I have the file. Okay, let's commit the file. I mean, like, let's track the file. Git add Raham. Now give the command git status. Currently the file is where? On tracking mode or untracking mode? It is on tracking mode only. Now I want to track the file. I track it, but I don't want to commit it. I don't want to. I want to hide the file temporarily. Why? Because in future I will use it. As of now, I don't have any requirement, but in future I'll get the requirement and I'll use it. In that case, what exactly I can do is give the command git stash. Which one? If I use the command git stash, automatically Raham file will be removed now. Hit enter. Are you seeing Raham file there? What happened to the file? It got hidden. Okay. Whenever, if I want to get this file back, what I can do is I can give the command git stash apply. What I can give git stash. Whenever if I give git stash apply, automatically the file will come back. Are you seeing Raham file came back? So in real time, when we create some files, if I don't want to commit the file, I want to store temporarily in my folder. Why? Because in future I will use it. If I commit now only I need to use it. But if I commit on future, then only I can use it on future. So in these kind of situations, what exactly we can do is we can hide the file with the help of the concept called git stash. Which one? Git stash. So let me give it for you. First of all, create the file. Give the command touch file1 git add file1 and give the command git stash. What this command will do? To stash the file. What is the meaning of stashing? Hiding. Next, give the command git stash apply. What this will do? To unstash. To unstash the file. Next, sir, if I want to see the list of stashes, I can give the command git stash list. What I can do? To list the stashes. If you go and give the command git stash list. Are you seeing the list of stashes here? Sir, I want to delete them. Give the command git stash clear. That's it. Now you can't see the stashes. Are you seeing the stash there? No, you cannot able to see it. Why? Because that got completely removed now. So last command is git stash clear. It is to delete the stashes. Again, I'm telling you one more time. Git stash is to hide the tracked files for temporary purpose. Which purpose? Temporary. When you create the files, if you don't want to commit now, you want to commit them on future. In that case, you can hide the file. For that purpose, create the file and track the file. But if you give the command git stash, the file will go to hidden place. Which place? You want me to show it one more time? See. Go here. Give the command git stash. If I give the command git stash, automatically what will happen now? If I give LL, file removed or not, sir? It gone to hidden place. Which place? Now again, if I want to bring back the file, what I can use? Git stash apply. Now automatically the file will come back. Again, the file came back or not, sir? Sir, if I want to see the list of stashes, command is git stash list. What I can do? Git stash list. And if I want to delete the stashes, what I can do? Git stash clear. Of course, you can use pop also. Pop means only last stash will go. Clear means every stash will go. Git stash clear. So that's it. Now, if I give the command, the stashes are going to clear. Now I cannot able to list the stash anymore. That got completely clear. So these are the concepts we discussed today. So in today's session, we discussed only three concepts. But like first one is how to configure the user. Second one is git restore, and third one is gonna be stash. What is the purpose of configuration? By default, whenever you create the server will be having the root username. Which username? So if you do any kind of commit, the commit will go for the root user. For further purpose, you need to give your own username. Okay. For that purpose, I give the command git config username and git config email. After that, what is the purpose of git restore? So it has two advantages. One is you can untrack the tracked file. Second one is you can recover the lost file. And what is the alternative for the restore here? Cached. And what is the git stash here? It is to hide the tracked files for temporary purpose. That's it. Okay. So now, before going for doubts and queries, how the concepts for today? Are the concepts clear for all of you? Online, can you please confirm are the concepts clear for all of you or not? Can you confirm your chat box online? So it was clear. Fine. So everybody, like I was saying, it was clear. That was great. So Pujita, you don't need to give the name of the file. If the file is tracking, all the tracked files will be hidden by default. Hope it is clear for you, Pujita. Guys, remember, here I am not giving any file to hide. Why? Because by default, git stash will hide the files which are on tracking mode. So no need to mention the name itself. And the notes I have given on Google Classroom, guys, you can take it from there. So now online, if you are having any doubts or any queries, you can raise your hand so we can discuss the doubts and queries. Okay. So Satya, I just answered the query. So by default, how many files are on tracked mode? All these files are going to be stashed. Okay. Need not to specify any kind of name for the stashing. Hope it is clear for Satya. Yes, Pujta. If there are 10, like 10 files on tracking mode, all these are going to be hidden by default. Okay. So online, you can raise your hands, and offline, any queries. You are asking someone. Sorry. See, in real time, you will have your own laptop, right? How come some other people come to your own laptop and stash it? Is my question clear? It will not happen. You have your own branch. So branches is not done yet. In tomorrow, you can get the branch. In real time, if you want to do work, you need to create your own branch in your own laptop. So other people cannot able to see your work. Why? Because it's that is different branch and this is different branch. And you are working on your laptop, they are working on their laptop. Okay. We have some privacy and security there. So Suresh, we are going to write the comments on EC2. So I would like to recommend you to check the previous recording videos, how to create the EC2 so you can get the clarity, where to practice and all. And Pallavi, yes, Mobex term is a just terminal I'm using to show the comments, okay? But you can practice on the server also. If you want to see the hidden files, Preeti, you can see the command ls-al. I hope that question, like answer was clear for you. Yeah. So I'm gonna give unmute option for one by one now. First of all, Mukul, please go ahead. Give me 1 second, Mukul. So Mukul, you can speak now. So I'm giving the unmute option for you now. Please go ahead.
Sir, can you please explain tracked and untracked, sir?
What's your
Sir,
question? Can you please?
actually tracked and untracked file, sir. Once, can you?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
See, tracking file means that file is ready to use. Untracking file means that file is just created, but it is not to use.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yep. Next, Adil Rashid, you can go ahead. Guys, if you miss any part of the pre-session, first of all, please go to the recordings, but we will like just try to arrange the backup session for you. So this is the one thing I want to clear for you. Yeah, Adil Rashid, go ahead.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I have many doubts, but I have to start from the.
Rashid, you want to mute again? Let me unmute you.
Hello.
Yep.
Yes, sir. I'm asking that as you told that you are going to teach us Linux after our course is completed, sir. Okay. Right, sir?
It's not me, Adil Rashid. It is some other faculty who's going to teach the Linux separately. Okay. It's not me.
Okay. Yes, sir. From your institute, right?
Yes, yes, from Naresh IT.
Yes, sir. Isn't it best, sir, to learn Linux first for some time to a
No, no,
few
it's
commands
not
from
like
the
that. It's
Linux?
not like that, Mukul. No, it's not like that, Rashid. Even though here I teach you some part of Linux, that is enough to start the course. Here, if you go to the chat box, you can see the previous recording videos. There you can see some Linux part of it. Okay, that is sufficient to start the course.
Yes, sir.
Hope.
That is why I got confusion. I was
Yeah.
thinking that it will be best if we learn some Linux commands first, then go for the DevOps because that will be great for us as we are going to use some Linux commands here.
Yeah, yeah. So already what are the comments you require to start the course? I provided in the video. So you can go through it, Adil Rashid. You can get the clarity.
Okay, sir. And about the course, sir, do I have to contact some other admins for the course details, sir?
Yes, you can see the Praveen number there. So in the chat box, you can see the admin number called Praveen. Just please contact him for all kind of details. So he will contact you regarding the everything like for payment and like as well as recording videos as well as like registration, everything he will guide you.
Yes, sir. Actually, I was trying last week. I tried to contact you, sir, and I saw your content on YouTube.
Okay.
And from there, I saw your first 5, 6 videos. That's of the previous batch, sir. 3 months old batch or 4 months old
Okay.
batch.
Yeah.
So I tried to contact you, but in the last next yeah yesterday I got your contact that you are from this institute.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I wanted to come to Hyderabad, sir, but for some type of problems I couldn't reach there.
Sure.
I
Like
wanted to take the offline.
you can take this course from online itself. Like Rashid, don't need to worry about it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was a great session.
Yeah, thank you. So Suresh, like I got your query, GitHub no need to install. Basically, no need to install any kind of GitHub. Why? Because GitHub is a centralized platform. Directly, you can use it from the internet. Okay, if you have the browser, I'll show you how to create the account for it. I hope like that's what your question, Suresh. Yep, I'm lowering your hand. So next, Ramu, you can speak now. Ramu M.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Can you hear me?
Good evening, Ramu. Yeah, I can
Yeah,
able to
yeah.
hear you.
Whatever content you are teaching, right? This is enough to crack the interview, DevOps, or
Definitely. With
stand up.
like you can easily put the 3 to 4 years of experience also, Ramu. Why? Because my previous student has put the experience and now they're working in so many companies. Okay. I'm gonna
Yeah,
give the deep knowledge of the subject.
okay. Actually, I mean, basically, I'm a cloud support engineer.
Okay.
I have 9 years of experience. I have a basic
Okay.
I have experience on EC2, like say AWS
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Ansible as well. I have
Okay.
a deep knowledge on the scripting and all. That's why I choose DevOps. I want to switch to DevOps as well.
Great. Great. So I'll be helpful for you. Okay. I'll guide you how to crack that interview. But for that purpose, you
Yeah,
need to come to the class daily and you need to practice daily. Okay. If you do
yeah,
this
sure,
both,
sure.
so the cracking of the job is gonna be very easy.
So, one more question actually.
Please.
When are you going to plan that Linux free course? As you said, Naresh ID
Basically,
provided
I don't have information about it. So please contact the admin. Admin will tell you. Okay.
separate tutor will take, right?
Yeah. Separate class. Yeah. Please contact admin for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
thanks.
Next, Chaitali Kodani, you can speak.
Hello, am I audible,
Yeah,
sir?
hello. Yes, you are.
Yeah. Sir, so Yeah, I missed your few classes, but now I have recording, so I am just catching up with your recording. So today I created my AWS account, and after that I created the server EC2 instance.
Okay.
There I find one thing that for instance type it was coming as a T3 micro and it was not coming
Yeah, it
as a
depends
T2.
upon the region,
Yeah,
Chaitali.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I got to know because in summary I read that it depends on the region.
Mm.
But I wanted to ask you, like, is it okay if we select different region while
It's
practicing with
fine.
you,
It's
along
fine.
with you? Fine,
Completely
right?
fine. You're completely fine.
Okay, sir. Okay, absolutely. And one more thing is, for nah, you already answered this, but still I'm asking one more time.
Okay.
Mobax term I need to download to practice all these Linux commands, right, sir?
Basically, it's not required. See, you can directly connect from server also, I mean like browser. But initially, I want you to practice from the browser. The reason why I'm showing MobXterm is in MobXterm, I can increase the font size, where in browser, I cannot increase it. That is the reason I'm using this terminal, okay?
Okay, sir. Okay.
But commands will be working same. Here, whatever the command, you can use sudo -sc, the command is working. ls command
Yeah,
is working, but I cannot maximize this one. So you cannot see the screen very clearly.
correct. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, sir.
Thank you. Next, Madhu Raja, you can go ahead.
Hi,
Yeah,
am I
hello,
audible,
Madhu.
sir?
Yes, you are
Yeah.
audible. Please go ahead.
Actually, I have paid the fee yesterday, so I didn't got any link or like notes regarding that. And one more thing, they are paid again means like is it created or like it's going to take time the group or
Which one? Like,
access?
are you asking about AWS account?
No, access account, AWS account I had created.
Okay.
The notes part, the class note part, because see the like
The notes part, you
every
need
day.
to contact to the admin. Okay, they will send you the Google Classroom link. From that link, you can directly access it, Madhu.
Okay, okay. And yeah, that's what, because every day it's like piling up all the notes and all, because if I
Yeah.
what you're
See,
saying
for the
is like
notes
we
and
are
every
following.
part, so Google Classroom, you need to contact admin only. Why? Because they will be responsible for creating and sending.
I
Okay.
thought like I have shared all the details and what I have paid and all of that,
Okay.
but
Okay.
still they're still sending me again payment link and all
Yeah.
that.
Sure.
So
Sure. Please
within
contact
there
Praveen.
must be.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Madhu. Next, Venu Kumar, you can speak now.
Hi, sir.
Yeah. Hello, Venu.
So, yeah, so the thing is, whatever that is being placed in the repositories are all code, right?
Yep. Yep.
When we are not actually writing any code or we are not going to do any changes in the code, why are we getting into the command line for Git repositories? I
See,
mean,
basically, I'm
like
just
the
creating the
commands
files.
which we
As
are
of
trying
now,
to
we are not
learn right now.
developers, but I'm showing you the process. So here, just creating the file is enough. No need to go inside the file and no need to write the code. Why? Because here we're not developers now. If I write the code, I'll be a developer. But here, as a
Okay.
DevOps engineer, you need to understand the process. For that purpose, I'm showing you everything from the CLI point of view. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So whatever the commands which you have told, my main requirement is what are the commands which we were using today, trained today. Are we going to use those commands
Basically,
in
you
the
don't
real
get a chance to
time?
use it. Like if you ask me, okay, you don't have the access also. But as a DevOps, you need to learn all of this, because it's circle, right? So you need to know each and every process.
Understood. Understood.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. It's better to have knowledge.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
Great.
so much.
Thank you. Next, Pallavi, you can speak now.
Hello.
Yeah, Pallavi, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. I wanted to ask you create AWS account on Windows server or Ubuntu server, sir.
If you create AWS account, then you can use Windows or Ubuntu OS, okay? You need
Or
to
sir,
create from browser itself, okay? Please go through
which
the
is
recording of last session, you will get it.
okay, sir. Which is best for practices Linux or Mobax term, sir?
Linux, like anything. See, both will be working same purpose only. But just now I said MOBA term I'm using to increase the font size. Otherwise, you cannot able to see from the browser, okay? But you can practice same command from either MOBA term or either from terminal, okay?
Okay, sir.
Thank
Thank
you. Next, Sirisha, please go ahead.
Hi, sir.
Hello, Sirisha.
Sir, can we use same username and email for all files, or else we need to create
That is fine
every
completely. You can
file?
use same user and same file. Why? Because in real time you don't configure now. Why? Because we are not developers. It is okay to use same username and same thing. Okay.
So every new file we need to create the same username and
No, no, different
email or else,
developers we have on real time. Na? Each developer will
Hmm.
configure their own username. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Fine. So next, Sachin. Basically, I got your question like, okay, like just go and ask your question, Sachin.
Yeah, hi Rahim sir. So it was nice session for sure. Thank you so much for that. My doubt is coming when you said user configuration for individual users, and when
Okay.
you are setting, let's say, your name and your email IDs,
Okay.
and you press enter, is still here I see in the terminal here root @IP something something. Somehow I was thinking when you establish your name and your email ID,
Basically, it
should
was the
change.
DNS. It's not the user configuration. It will be the username of the root and it will be the DNS. We need to change this one. This configuration and the username configuration of Git both are different. It is the host name, I think. Okay. I already
Okay,
shown
so
you how
when
to set
you
up.
are, pardon me, pardon me. So that means when you are setting the user individual, let's say when I am setting the user in my laptop, I'm setting it up, but it's not visible here. So
This
it's
won't
done
will
somewhere
change.
in the background.
Yeah.
My expectation was that this will change. This root will go away,
No,
and
no,
then
no, no.
Raham will
It's
come
not like
here.
that. If you want to change this root user, you need to create some other user in the Linux. Okay. That is some different part, Sachin, like what you are expecting. Both are
Okay,
different.
no, I mean, yes, I don't know. I was just thinking.
Yeah, yeah.
The second
I
thing,
got you.
like you talked about, like you was talking about this tracked and untracked. Is it similar to check-in, check-out? That like in
No, no.
many.
See, tracking means, for example, if you write the code, if you are ready to use the code, that is called as tracking code, tracking file. For example, if you write the code, but that is not ready to use, so it is called as untracking file. Okay. Simply, you can
Like in
understand like
many.
this.
Okay, I'm still not getting because in some of the tools what we use like Mango, Jira, or even some other tools, there are files stored in the repository, and then when we somebody want to use it, the file from this centralized system can check in the file and then
Yeah,
can
I'll
work
show
on the
that one
file.
also,
And
like
by
how to check in the file, how to check out the file. I'll show that part also, but that is relevant to your
okay,
GitHub part, which is you are going to see in the upcoming session. Okay.
my question was, so the check-in, check-out is a different concept, and here tracked, untracked is a different concept.
Yes, yes, exactly.
Okay, I was somehow not able to relate
Yep.
it. Okay, maybe I get the clarity in the future.
Yeah.
And just
In the next
last
class, you
question
can get it
here.
definitely, Sachin. Okay.
Okay, just last question, similar small
Please.
one.
Yep.
I was checking the AWS websites because I
Hmm.
created the account and I was creating some server also there. I saw some certifications there and I saw one like AWS DevOps. Do you think this course is will help me to take that certification?
Basically,
AWS DevOps?
these both are different. Okay. What are the course you choose and
Okay,
what are the certification you are asking? These two are separate. Okay.
okay, okay.
Yep.
Okay, then no problem. Thanks.
Okay, guys. So that's it for today's session. I hope so. Like this session was good for you. In Monday session, I'm going to start the branches as well as GitHub for you in the Git concept. Okay. So happy weekend for all of you. So let's meet on Monday session with some new topic. Have a great day. Bye all. Thank you.
Thanks. Happy weekend.